Hold up. Bill, relax. Chill out. Relax. We don't want you burning bridges with the power entities in the sport of boxing in which they are joining force on the zone. One network, one stream service. Shout out to Top Rank. Shout out to Golden Boy Promotions. And shout out to Matchroom Boxing. And also shout out to Turkey Al Sheik and Reha Season. He's been doing a wonderful job since he emerged into the boxing scene. And now, Bill, do not burn the bridge. Because 2025, Devin Haney has no choice but to rewrite the wrong. But it seems, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Correct me if I'm wrong. But it seems like you're going to make it harder for Devin Haney to secure the type of fights that I believe that you want, with the type of purses that I believe that you want. But if you're going to keep on pissing on those dudes that's going to deliver those type of purses, that's going to put some food on the table, you got to relax. Bill Haney in recent interviews is saying that Top Rank robbed Devin Haney on that pay-per-view fight they had with Vasyl Lomachenko. Check this out on Knockout Boxing TV. Knockout Boxing 86 TV.
Y'all already did business with Top Rank. Did they rob y'all in the Loma shit?
You know what?
Did Top Rank rob y'all with Loma, Bill? That's what I'm asking.
Yes.
Not only is he throwing Top Rank under the bus, the same company that gave you the opportunity to become an undisputed champion in the lightweight division, the same company that believed in you and put the pay-per-view event with you and Lomachenko, but you throw them under the bus and saying that they robbed you. Wow.
You's a liar!
Not only is you throwing them under the bus, you're also throwing Golden Boy Promotions, Oscar De La Hoya under the bus, and complaining about the same thing, about not getting the proper numbers of the pay-per-view post the event with themselves and Ryan Garcia. And also suing Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions for that $1 million in which the New York State Athletic Commission awarded them. You already know that Ryan Garcia got suspended by the New York State Athletic Commission for not disclosing the supplements that he took, in which he needs to disclose with a commission or the VADA testing form. But we all know that DHP was not the lead promoter in that fight with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. It was Golden Boy Promotions, so they get awarded. I don't understand why Bill Haney wants to sue Oscar De La Hoya, but with that, now you threw them under the bus. And we already know that Eddie Hearn doesn't feel comfortable dealing with DHP, Devin Haney, and Bill Haney, as they kept them out the deal leading up to the Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fight with Golden Boy Promotions, in which they helped increase the value or given Devin Haney its value when they first signed or partner up with Matchroom Boxing. So this is what Eddie Hearn had to say several months ago in his recent interview with Andre Ward.
I think he has to relook at his team and his system. I think that he's dad, but is he necessarily the right person to take him forward strategically? I never liked this 3 or 4 trainer thing. All of a sudden, you've got these 4 guys going, no, and you'll go, that's when you need the one guy to look you in the eyes and saying, listen, this is what you need to do right now.
Now, Eddie Hearn made a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? I think that was constructive criticism in the part of how Devin Haney could move forward, or how he would like them to move forward, or questioning the pieces that they need to put in place for them to move forward. Me personally, I would like Bill Haney, of course, to stay as the manager with Devin Haney. I think they've been a great team. He's done a wonderful job leading up to the weigh-in. Leading up to the weigh-in with Ryan Garcia, I think that, yes, Bill Haney as a manager, stumbled a little bit in my opinion. I think that, he dropped the ball in terms of not reconstructing that type of contract after Ryan Garcia was unprofessional and coming in overweight, right? And he should have put something on that paper and reconstruct that contract to give his son a better opportunity to win the fight. But anyway, we all know that Top Rank has deal with ESPN is not going to be renewed. They already been negotiating for a year. They was negotiating with DAZN, and they was negotiating with also Amazon Prime as well. I reported the news November of 2023. If y'all follow the channel, subscribe to the channel, become a member, you get the exclusives. I reported that a year ago. So now, now that we're coming close into 2025, And when that deal was going to end, Top Rank is going to go to the Zone. We already know that Golden Boy Promotions and Matchroom Boxing is on the Zone. And we already know that Reha Season, Turkey Alashiki, works with the promoters. And let me tell you like this. Turkey Alashiki needs the promoters just as much as people think that these power entities need Turkey Alashiki. I think if Turkey is not in the sport of boxing, these guys will still be the power entities in the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Turkey Alashik is an addition. He is not this guy that's running the sport of boxing. He's just an addition to the sport of boxing. Right? But Turkey Alashiki does need these promoters because they got these fighters signed on contracts. Now, it's a gift and a curse with Devin Haney in terms of him being a free agent, in which, yes, being a free agent, empowerment, get you picking and choosing, and get you to negotiate the best position you could be, and see what's on the table. But those are the pros. But the cons is that they don't really got to deal with you because you ain't signing with them. You know what I'm saying? You're not signed with nobody, so they don't got to deal with you. They don't got to submit to you. They don't got to tolerate you. Thus, as we've seen that Eddie Hearn was not tolerating or want to be in the business of DHP if Devin Haney was not going to sign the contract that they had on the table for Devin Haney, in which they declined. So then, yeah, as we all know, remember the purse bid a couple of months ago with Sando Martin and Devin Haney, in which Devin Haney was actually upset that Eddie Hearn did not bid on the fight. And Eddie Hearn alluded to why he didn't bid to the fight, because Devin Haney is not his responsibilities. And we saw that the value of Devin Haney has substantially decreased because Top Rank was the only one that was trying to put food on the table for Devin Haney, but Devin Haney did not like how the food tastes in terms of the $2.4 million in which they won the purse bid for the Sando Martin and Devin Haney fight, in which Devin Haney had to vacate his title or put in champion in recess, and declined that fight with Sando Martin. Seems like, but the thing is, Bill is the one that's out there. Bill's the one that's doing the interviews. Bill is the one that's putting Devin Haney's business, or you could say both of their business out there. Because as we all know, that's his current manager, father, and trainer. But I think that he's making it hard, in my opinion, by saying that this entity robbed you, by saying that Top Rank robbed you, by saying that Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions robbed you, by not committing to the entity in which is Matchroom Boxing and Eddie Hearn, which has been so faithful to y'all and has paid y'all handsomely. Even during the pandemic, you was getting a lovely guaranteed, where a lot of fighters in the sport of boxing was not getting fights, was getting pay cuts. You was getting paid handsomely. So, of course, Eddie Hearn feel like that his actions, his commitment to Devin Haney and the partnership to Devin Haney, that he thought that respect and that partnership was going to be reciprocated when it was time for you to sign that deal that they had on the table. So now, who could Turkey submit to? The three-headed monsters, in which is Bob Arum, Eddie Hearn, Oscar De La Hoya, their promotional company, or submit to a free agent like Devin Haney, in which his last fight it was an L. His stock did drop a little bit. There's been, off the ring stuff that, has also damaged or embarrassed the brand of Devin Haney, such as when, suing Ryan Garcia. I believe that's one of the, in my opinion, I believe that's one of the weakest moves in boxing history. As a fighter, that's not something that people look forward to, especially when they had a sanctioned bout. We don't look forward to a fighter suing another fighter for getting their ass whooped. As you all know, Ryan Garcia did beat Devin Haney from pillar to post. He was left hooking him all night. April 20th, this past spring, in the Barclays Center, New York City, and we're never gonna forget about that. And I used to tell the Haneys through social media and in my videos and stuff like that. Like, it don't matter what y'all do. The boxing fans is not gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, because in the sport of boxing, all we truly care primarily is the fight. Even if you have a downfall, we want to see you get back in your horse. We want to see you go back to camp, to training, fix what you need to be what needs to be fixed, sharpen up the tools, and come back and be great again. Because I do believe that Devin Haney is if this young generation is a great fighter, is one of the most accomplished fighters of this young generation. Him and another person that I believe is the captain of the generation, the commander-in-chief, the guy that led the way of this young generation, Teofimo Lopez. There is an offer on the table for him and Teofimo Lopez, but they don't want to take the fight. So I'm just saying, stop burning the bridges. Take your time. I understand not everybody is perfect. Look, we seen Bob Arum have beef with Oscar De La Hoya and vice versa. We see Eddie Hearn have beef with Bob Arum. So I understand you don't got to be friends, but you got to understand your position. You just got Devin Haney. Yes, you're a promotional company, but we all know that y'all don't flip the bill. Bill does not flip the bill. You know what I'm saying? DHP does not flip the bill. You're not a powerhouse in the sport of boxing in terms as a promotional company. You know, you got it takes steps, just like these guys had to take steps, just like Barry Hearn had to take steps, just like Oscar De La Hoya had to take steps, just like Bob Arum had to take steps to be the powerhouse that they are in the sport of boxing. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't want the Haneys to burn their bridges. I believe if they keep the line open and they keep a good business ship, I understand, like I said, that all these promoters, they go back and forth, they hate on each other, and then they had to work with each other, just like Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn, right? Thanks to Turkey Al-Sheikh. And and it's good that, yes, Bill and Devin is willing to work with Turkey Al-Sheikh, but we haven't even heard Turkey Al-Sheikh mention the Devin Haney name. We haven't heard it in a very, very long time. That's what I'm saying. Of course, we heard him say Devin Haney, but we haven't heard it for a long time. And maybe it's because these promoters are getting together and saying, F this guy that's trying to throw us in the bus. We don't really need that guy. Let me tell you like this. Bob Arum, Top Rank, Golden Boy Promotions, and Eddie Hearn, the way that they feel right now, they don't need Devin Haney. And they showed that. They showed that when it was the purse bid, when only Top Rank was the only bidder. Nobody else in the sport of boxing, even outside of the three-headed monsters, nobody, you know, bid on the fight. Not nobody in PBC, no TGB, nobody. And look, I love the father-son collaboration. Fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing. I would love to see again, the 2023 Manager of the Year, Bill Haney, still stay in the corner of Devin Haney. But of course, they got to grow. There's some hiccups. People make mistakes. But for the most part, the Haneys are a successful entity also, but they're not the powerful entity as these other big promotional companies that's been running boxing for like Bob Arum for half a century. You know what I'm saying? Barry Hearns, Eddie Hearns, you know what I'm saying? These guys been in the business for a very, very long time. And they're not going to disrupt their business just for a guy that's really coming off for a loss and also throwing shades at them. This is one thing that I do hear behind the scenes in the sport of boxing by a lot of power entities. And I got to be real with my brother Bill. A lot of power entities, I'm talking about ambassadors within the belt federations, promoters, people within the promotional company. A lot of people like Devin Haney, but they don't like Bill. You know what I'm saying? And now I think that he's rubbing them the wrong way more than ever. But now they're in a position where they don't have a strap. They're in a position where they're coming from a morally lost, and their stock is not where it used to be. And they're not here to elevate the stock as well. They're not gonna elevate. That's why I keep on referencing the purse bid, the $2.4 million purse bid. So, hey, timing is everything. But right now, this time, Devin Haney needs to rewrite the wrong 2025, and he can't burn the bridges. He's gonna need these power entities in the sport of boxing. So for the sake of Devin, Bill Haney, in my opinion, gotta chill out just a bit when it comes to these guys. Yeah, say what you gotta say you know what I'm saying? You know, y'all highly successful. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying be friends with all these guys, but what I'm saying is just know where you at right now and where Devin is at in the sport of boxing in the current state right now. Again, 2025 is promising. The only thing that he could do is rise to the occasion. He got the skills to do so. He got the skills to be a champion again. Hopefully, they manage to get a big fight and get the opportunity to do so.